この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for GUP, und Panzer, episodes 11 and 12, which means we're heading into the finale of the actual seasonal run of the show, which will in turn mean that we have the 6 OVAs, the Anzio OVA, and then the films, which are still ongoing, I think. Okay, cool. But for right now, we've got the seasonal show, and we're gonna finish it up, and we got a finale situation, so let's talk about it. We're heading into the finale. We are facing off against Kuromori Mine and everything that comes with that. It means that Maho and Miho are going to be face-to-face, 1v1. Well, not really. It's team versus team, but you know what I mean. And they're gonna be fighting this battle with really, really high stakes. Obviously, the stakes are weighted more heavily toward our girls. They're a bit of an underdog situation, and the stakes are essentially life or death for them, because we've talked about it before, but like the main character of the show is Miho, but the main character of the show is also sort of Ori and all of the tank teams and the school, in sort of the same way that Haikyuu, Hinata is the main character, but the team is really the character, right? That's the one that either wins or loses, or succeeds or fails, and determines the rest of the story from there. Because of the stakes that we have, which are the school gets disbanded if they don't win, the stakes are life and death. Essentially show's over if they lose. So we can assume pretty fairly that we're probably going to win, barring one exception possibility that we'll talk about. The other piece of information that we have, big time, is that we got thanked by our former teammate, and the core internal conflict for Miho centers around the decision that she made years ago during her own school's match with Pravda, where she went back and saved the girls in the other tank that had fallen under the waves. That's critical, and I think we're going to have a repeat of that situation. It's a simple way of doing the story, and I think it's the way that makes the most sense. So I'll just lay out my expectations for the episode so that when we get into it, we can either pat ourselves on the back for being right and being able to predict what is relatively predictable, which isn't like the most impressive thing in the world or anything like that, or we can know what we were expecting so that we can have that as like foundation work and groundwork so that we can talk about what they actually do and how that countered my expectations, if it does. I expect that we have two options, really. Either we win outright, and it's probably really close, or we lose, but we put on a good enough showing that we prove our style to be effective and are given another chance through some outside intervention. Either the school steps in and is like, yeah, sure, you can keep competing or whatever, or Kuromori Mine steps up and is like, yeah, I keep them around so that we can actually fight them next year, or something like that. I think it's probably more likely that we'll just win, because it's more feel-good if we just win, and it feels like less of a cop-out than the we lost but we still get another chance, when the whole story was built on the foundation of we don't get another chance, right? Either way, the most important thing, I think, is the way that we win. And it has to do with that scenario once again. I think that we're going to repeat that scenario. I don't know exactly what the specifics are going to be, whether it's going to be a tank underwater or like stuck in mud or like trapped somewhere else. But there's going to be, or like on a bridge maybe, because we had that in the first episodes. But there's going to be some situation where one of the tanks on her team is in a spot where they're like genuinely in danger, and she has to choose. It's all left up to her. She has to choose whether to risk victory by saving them, or obtain certain victory while abandoning her team. That's my expectation, is that she's going to be forced into a conundrum situation where she has to weigh her decision to go back and save the people versus pure victory, right? And reaffirm her beliefs in her own like way of doing things and her own attitude towards Senshadow. I think that's super critical, and we need to reaffirm for her that is a valid way of playing. So what I expect is that there will be like a clear path to almost certain victory if she leaves the team behind, but she will choose to save them, and in a twist of fate, their being saved will somehow be the linchpin in her strategy that will come around and allow her to defeat her sister. Does that make sense? Like, from a narrative perspective, Miho made a choice a long time ago that caused her to be outcast from her family. Now, in a similar situation with a new family, a new group who cares about her, she's put into a similar situation where they trust her to make that decision. She makes the same decision again, and this time, in this time, she makes it work in a way that proves that she could not have won unless she did it the way that she did it. Does that make sense? So, like, her compassion is not a weakness but a strength, and she needs to prove that to her sister. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I think that's the perfect way to do the story. I think the only thing that might get fucked up is they might not have the team that she saves be the linchpin of her strategy, which I think would be unfortunate because that would be like a really strong way narratively to make this work. But all of that is kind of speculation. I think it's just conjecture based on like an educated guess. We have all this information. The setup has been here from the beginning. We're facing against the team where that emotional conflict, that internal conflict, is most relevant and closest to the surface, and it's also the team where we have something to prove. And the best way that I can think of to possibly prove that thing is by making the same decision again and having it work out for us. Yeah, that would be perfecto. So that's it. That's the whole spiel. That's what I've got. Those are my thoughts on this upcoming match. We are facing Kuromori Mine. We are outclassed, outgunned, outmatched in almost every way. We did obtain some new tanks. One of them, I think, has already been blasted. They just took a lucky shot and happened to save the flag tank, so whew, thank God. They were the Anteater, the like online girls with the cat ear girl. It was weird. And then there's also the Tiger, which has been given to the automobile team, and maybe a very important part of their strategy as well, because it's a big boy. And it looks like Kuromori Mine has a lot of big boy tanks. They've got a bunch of Jagd Panzers and Tigers and big fuckers. Lots of big tanks, and that's a bit of an issue. So, can we defeat them? How will we do it? Can we pick them off one by one? How will the strategy work? And when will we get the sequence where Miho has to make a choice? I think midway through the first episode, Miho will have to make her choice. That's my guess. Okay. Let's jump into Goop and see what the hell we're up for. I have Goop episode 11 up and ready to go. It's sitting at 0 seconds. I'm using the AK Submarine subs. If you want to, there will be two versions of this reaction. There we go. Picture-in-picture version with the video up there will be available in the description. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. If you would like to do a syncy thing and sync up your own copy of this episode with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you now. A lot of people commented on my commenting on the one girl in the automobile club, and they were like, "Hey, good taste." I found that quite funny. Good to be validated, I guess. Okay, we're right in it. Yeah. All of them moving in unison. It's kind of spooky. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. All right, Erica. That's a title. It's a fierce battle. All right, okay. I'm clipping. I need to move this. Yep. Burp, beep, bop, boop. Oh, hi, Gamma. うんうん。大丈夫. Yeah, it's all good, fam. Oh. Immediately caring more about the people than the win, than the team. This is so goofy. All right. So we're gonna smoke screen. Mocha mocha. They'll never see us coming. Mmm. Mmm. The arc. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But is there a play? Hey, that's an actual quote. She actually translated it correctly too. What? Oh wow. Oh whoa, they're dragging the other tank. Wow. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Totally, yeah. Oh, she's like a little kid now. Aw. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, Operation Biker Gang? Really? Yeah. Of course Sonoko's not happy about this. Just swerving around everywhere, kicking up smoke. Mmm. Mm, 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 mm. It's like Gunbuster. That's like my favorite piloting anything scene ever. All right, so why the two trails around them? Oh, to obscure the entire area. Uh, I see who you're rooting for. Nice, Darjeeling. Nice. Wait, it didn't. Its flag didn't go up. Nice. Yeah, get the heck out of there. Right, right. Don't get baited. Oh my god, that wedge. Okay. Now everybody in the 212. Wait, no, it's now everybody in the 313. Put your hands in the air and follow me. Yeah, all right. 8 Mile. The standoff. A tumbleweed blows by. They're not bad. Hmm. Jesus. Jesus. An assault on an elevated fortified position? Jesus. Ah. That's a lot of guns. That is very scary. Fucking carbon composite bullshit inside or not. That is Wait, who's a what? We know what the Jagdpan. Nope. No. How big is that gun? Uh-oh. So, if a Panzer is a Panzer with a modified top with more armor and a bigger gun, then what is a Jagdtiger? Jagdtiger? Is it the same thing? Because that's scary. Can we penetrate its armor at all? Like point blank? Yeah. This track always makes me think Star Wars. Love the History Club. Oh, hi. Yeah, why did they separate you guys? Oof. Oh, it's crucial that she's in the flag tank for this one. Hmm. Okay, I wonder what we're gonna do there. Do you think we're gonna bait our opponent a little bit? Wow, that cloud of something. Incoming. Ah ha ha. So they're not actually eliminating the tanks. They're just removing them and forcing them to do repairs for a while. Oh boy. Yeah. But you're bait. Just play bait. It is? Hi. Hello. Bye. just chaos. Just chaos. And in that chaos, they're still being assaulted. That's brilliant. Okay, cool. Yeah. Wait. Crap. Oh, is she gonna do the same thing again? Snap back to... They don't have experience with chaos. Adaptability. Hey, and there's another point in favor of our style, you know? We need Benny Hill music. Oh. Oh, straight line. Armor for the tiger. Yeah. Okay, cool. See ya, nerds. Oh. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, it's the Automobile Club. Experts. Gotta love them, yeah. Good to have on crew. Hmm. A little bit impatient, Erica? What was that? Oh, did we just get hit by the... Did we just get hit by the council? Ha. Ah. Ah. Okay, so we can keep running them around the map. Is that a river? Ding! A light goes on. Who's gonna get stuck? Who's gonna get stuck? Somebody's gonna get stuck. Somebody's gonna get stuck. And we have the way to fix it already with the dragging them up the hill, right? Going, 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 going. Bingo! And it's Rabbit. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here it is. This is it. We've been waiting for it. And it's our midpoint cutoff. Perfect. What did I say? What did I say? Middle of the first episode. What's up? They're sinking. And there's our conundrum. Oh, I feel like, yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Make the decision. Boom. Support from your friends. What did I say? They'll put all of their trust into her to make the decision, and they will deal with it regardless. Aww, a little sporkle spin. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna tug it out. And they'll sporkle up. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Right. We're gonna pull you out, baby. She jumping in? Yeah. Yep. 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 Identity reaffirmed. And that's why we follow her, because we trust. Eat that, big sister. I have a feeling we still will. And there it is, spelled out perfectly. Bingbo. Bingbo. Bingo. Well, of course not. Alright, she gonna do a cool jumpy thing? Boing! Wow, okay. We went hard on that cut. Okay. Okay, I see you. Okay. Personal, individual journey. Good. Aww. Nishizumi's own Nishizumi style is to win as a team? Yeah, fuck yeah, that's the line. There you go. Let's go. Alright. So, time crunch. Aw, and everybody respects the decision. Yeah. Yeah. Are we men powering? Okay, we pulled the wire over. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Aw. How dare she? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's the judgment on the other side. Yeah, but she's like, I don't know about that. Oh. Oh, they didn't eat the shot though, so that's good. And still the army approaches. Fuck. Ah. Is she gonna give her the time she needs? Is Maho gonna give her, like, just a few seconds? No, they're just gonna make it. Don't leave him behind. No tank left behind. Fuck yeah. Oh, now they're firing. All right. Just in the nick of time. Back to urban battle. It's worked before. Oh, hi, Bridge. Yeah, but that's a valuable strategy. Oh, hi, Leopon. Okay. Can't complain about removing the route. Cool. That dappling is awesome. Hey, back into town. Now we zooming. Zooming, relatively. That's actually really cool looking. All right, this is where it gets real. They could be pulling a baiting strat again against you. Dude, you just did this to them. Oh my god. That's awesome. Hello. Is that the Yag Tiger? No, that's something else, isn't it? What the fuck is that? A what? I, if you're gonna name it after a rodent, you need to name that thing a motherfucking capybara. That's not a mouse. Fuck. Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't matter if they got you at that point. Holy shit. I think the cockiness might be deserved. Holy fuck. Again, carbon bullshit or not. What? That's terrifying. How big is that gun? Not even a dent. Can we shoot its tracks? Do we have C4? Can we IEDs? What do we do? That's hardly even strategy. That's just bullshit. That's just we have nukes. Sorry. And so many tanks. Confidence, of course. Of course, of course. Okay, that's our finish. So we gotta defeat that mouse. I will say that the shots of the shooting mouse sell its size and scale and terrifyingness so well. We have to go through those again. Most of the episode, I think we nailed in the intro discussion. I'm really happy about that. Aww. I'm gonna pull up the Google for the mouse. Hmm. Okay. I am reading Tank Geek shit about the mouse. Give me a sec. So, specs. 10.2 meters long, 33 feet long, 3.7 wide, 12 feet wide, and 12 feet high. Holy shit, that's big. That is huge. The the gun is a 128 millimeter gun. Also used in the Tiger tank destroyer. Okay, with a coaxial 75 millimeter gun for smaller shit. 128 millimeter gun was powerful enough to destroy all Allied armored fighting vehicles then in service. Some at ranges exceeding 3,500 meters, 2.2 miles. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Mouse was intended to punch holes through enemy defenses in the manner of an immense breakthrough tank while taking almost no damage to any components. So exactly what they end up doing with it in this, actually, it's more like what they end up using the Tiger for on the hill portion, putting it out in front of everybody else and using it as the tip of their wedge to take most of the shots and guard the flag tank. In this case, though, it's doing a similar thing, just being an untouchable Hulk monstrosity looming and moving forward and blowing the shit out of anything in its way. God damn, that's bullshit. Okay. Let's talk about the core of the episode. I think we fucking nailed it in the intro discussion. And it happens right here at the middle. We see a river, it's perfect. There's water, one of our tanks gets stuck. We're faced with the moment. And, you know, the music kicks in. We're shown the despair on their team. They will her to go forward, like, oh, go forward without us anyway. Just keep going. Don't sweat it. Move on. And she won't do it. It's dangerous because the tank is actually sinking, and it's a problem. This is bad. So she flashes back to her moments, of course. These are pivotal moments for her. And in the midst of her turmoil, it is her friends who step in and tell her, go help them. Do it. We know what you need to do. We trust you completely. We will manage everything. No sweat. You can trust us. It's all good. Then we get some ice sporkles. Wait, no, ice sporkles are right there. They're there. Yeah. And then she turns to Yukari. Yukari gets ice sporkles. Spling! Gotta love ice sporkles. They're important. Okay. And then we get a scene. And it's a pretty fucking awesome scene. So doing some cool stuff with camera, making these all like it's cool. Yeah, it's just a neat little effect. And tying up the rope, getting it ready. Everybody basically gets to say her motivations for her, and explain them explicitly to the audience. Picks her friends overtaking the tanks forward when the Nishizumi style that we know of is move forward at all costs, right? So indirect contradiction. And then somebody says a line that's like Nishizumi's own Nishizumi style is winning with all of her friends, right? That's why we made it this far. I really want to win. Yeah, to prove that there's nothing wrong, I want to win. Got that right. Blah, blah, blah. And then we get this scene, and I want to frame by frame it, because I think they're doing something interesting here. With the... Okay. Okay, so that's where they get to reset. Unfortunately, they don't quite nail the momentum push-off, but they're also not supposed to, because... They're not really trying to, because they want her to seem like she's floaty and flyy, and she's jumping inordinate distances, right? Like, if you go to the side of the tank and you lay out how many Nishizumis sideways that distance is, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're a 6-foot tall person, can you running leap 24 feet? I don't think so. I don't think so. So it's a little off, but it's meant to be, because it's meant to be a dramatic sequence. She's meant to be floating and sort of flying toward her goal, and it works. It's good. It lets us focus the camera directly and personally on her. It becomes like a climb to the peak, or a last moment thing. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Doing it all in the one plane is fine, and it looks pretty good. I think they could have put more effort into it, though. I think they could have done these cuts over a couple of times, because we've seen really solid character animation and physicality in Girls in Panzer, specifically like weightiness and physicality. I'm jumping to episode 1 now to show you what I mean, because I know where there's a scene that has that kind of stuff. And it's this right here at the very beginning, when the two of them run up like this. There's a weightiness to the motion, and a sense of physicality as they throw their weight side to side and stuff, which isn't there in the cut of her jumping across the tanks. It's just a little floaty and wonk. But that's okay, because it still works on the emotional level just fine, and I have no qualms with it, no problems whatsoever. Whole thing works perfectly. It is concisely executed. This segment about I just opened the wrong fucking... Okay. Yeah, it works pretty concisely and works well. This whole segment about the decision-making process right in the middle, it's excellent. Also finding out flaws about Kuro Morimine's stuff, including the very heavy tanks having tracks that fall apart, makes me wonder if that's how we're going to end up defeating the mouse, right? Like, if we can jam up its tracks or get a tank shell in there, then maybe we can stop it cold and not have to worry about it. Because we don't have to destroy it or defeat it. We just have to keep it out of our way until we can get to the flag tank, right? So if we can just hold it up and prevent it from getting to us, then we're golden. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Everybody is happy. Everybody wants to prove that her approach to Sun Shadow is awesome, and she goes ahead and carries forward and does what's necessary. Gets the rope to them. We bring up the stakes by having the other teams come in. We had already established the means, which is the wire and the tugboat situation, and it freaking works. We done did it. We done did it. Awesome. I don't think the rabbit team got bopped by the mouse, right? So the rabbit team is still in it? I think so. I think that might be important. Because, as I said, I think it might be important for the tank that she goes and saves to play a pivotal role in the actual situation. Now, I'm not entirely sure why the tiger breaks the bridge. Is it just because of the way that she drives it over? She just brings the weight down on it? That's fucking scary dangerous. I don't know if I like it. But anyway, it's a cool tactical maneuver to break the bridge. There are lots of little things in this episode that I like the dappling of the light from the trees on the tank. It's really good. It's just cool. Gives us a sense of motion. And then holding this scene for as long as we do as the tanks zip zoom by is pretty neat as well. All right, and then we see a tank that just sort of like peeks out of the corners like, do you see me? And then disappears. It's like, oh, that's not bait. Let's chase it. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. You literally just used this exact strategy. What are you doing? Some really cool scenes of tanks moving around. The CG tanks are just great. They keep being great, and there's a lot of effort and emphasis on them here. I really like this scene in particular where they're all existing on different planes and moving around, zip zooming. It's pretty neat. All right, so we continue being baited because we're dumb, and then a big motherfucker. And I was thinking Yog Tiger got here. Oh God, I did not realize. I did not understand. Suddenly, I have been enlightened. Because the mouse is the truth. And that's a problem. They do a really good job of just demonstrating its scale. Shots like this, showing just how big it is. Really cool. And then, of course, the sound design. It's big. And then just that it can't even fit its way into their alleyway. I love that Yukari is like, oh, it's so beautiful, but she's terrified at the same time because, like, that's exactly how she would be as an otaku or otanku. It can't even turn its turret to get in there. That's crazy. That's bullshit. Okay, and then it finally actually gets in position at a weird angle because it has to be at a weird angle. We're gonna go for like 70% volume on this because That's also very funny, is that she's just like, Yarareta! Such a goof. Okay, let's frame by frame it. Hold on. I need to understand what is going on here, because there are so many things going on here. There's the recoil, there's the actual, like, flash, and then there's the velocity of the shell pushing and changing the nature of the smoke, and then we see that from this side and from the other side, and then there's the shockwave pushing the tank and the shockwave affecting the smoke, right? Let's frame by frame and see if we can pick all of those out. Okay, so we are framing, and by framing, we are doing the hold at the moment. Flishity flashity floosh, big explode, light everywhere. Light gets brighter, light gets dimmer, light gets taken over by smoke cloud. Smoke cloud becomes a torus, like a donut, because it's being pushed through the center, and so it goes like whoop. Same as blowing O's with smoke. Oh, I did not frame by frame that. And boom. Okay. Becomes a torus. That initial shockwave expands outward. The rest of it balloons outward like a more normal explosion. And the whole tank is pushed back slightly, but it's heavy enough that it's not pushed back that far. And then there's this other wave of, like, something. These trails? What causes these? Air being pulled along with, I suppose. Yeah, okay, and then the thing that I didn't realize is that the shockwave shatters all of the glass windows on both sides, which is fucking awesome. That's just awesome. So I guess these are condensation from air compression, similar to airplane contrails, compression into the thing, or are they outgassing from the barrel? No, they would be compression because of velocity. Okay, cool. Goosh, kaboom. And then all the glass shattering adds that layer. And then we go full fuzzy, turn to this location, big flash, big flare, explosion. We can see that torus shape, kind of. We see clearly that it goes past us. Explosion warps in the center, right, like an eye of the storm, because the smoke has literally been cut through by the velocity of the bullet in the air that it pulls with it. Cool. And then on this side, we flip here. We see that same circular pattern as air is fucked with. The actual explosion as it hits near there. The flip, that is crazy. And there's something so kind of powerful about watching these big, heavy, metal armored objects get flung around like Hot Wheels. It's just that's a scary tank. That's a big boy. Holy crap. Yeah, so it didn't get us. The shot just impacted close. Okay, let's find, there's some more. So there's some more of those dope ass explosions and I need to see more of them, so let's do that. Where's the one where we just flip the fucking tank? Where, yeah, take that. Throw a little pebble. Dink. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And just the sound effect for it is so perfect. Dink. I was joking. I was joking. It was a joke. It was all a joke. Jodan. All right. Goosh. Flip. Clunk. Pow. Boom. Welp. Shit. Wow. That, oh my gosh, look at the tread on the side just shatters. Little pieces go flying. Jesus. And then we just hold on Kuromorimine as the flood of tanks approaches. Oh, all while we're being pinned down by the mouse and like, what the hell are we gonna do? Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Okay. Cool. Cool episode. All right, last thing that I want to do, just because we've done it before, I need the other audio track. Just for that first one. Just for the first one. Just so we can see what the initial mouse sound sounds like. So here it is. Let's hear the original at 50% volume once more. Pump up the volume. Jesus. And the remaster. I don't know, man. It's so weird. Like, the remaster always seems to add a ton more bassiness and resonance, but at the expense of any of the clingety-clangety stuff, which I think is necessary to really sell it. Like, I want more of that clingety-clangety. I mean, there's good stuff there. There's the crinkling of the glass. Shattering, which is really there, but it's like they wanted to instill the effect of a pressure wave as opposed to an explosion sound, right? Because it's a pressure wave. It's an instead of a boosh. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. Because we're not actually hearing the explosion. We're hearing like what we would hear if we were a block or two away, which makes sense because it's easier to hear, right? It's not as jarring and it doesn't hurt my ears as much. Fuck. It's still some thick sound, though. With 2 C's, maybe 3. Hot damn. Alright, anyway, that's kind of neither here nor there. I think those were some cool scenes. There were some really cool scenes here. Core thing in the middle is what I like about this episode most. It nails exactly what I thought it was going to do, and it does it well. The fact that it's predictable is in no way a fault or a flaw, I don't think. I think it's exactly what you want to do with this story. It was set up from the beginning. It was planned. And it's just recognizable that that's where we're going with it. And that's not a bad thing at all. Okay, we're going to watch the next one because it's the finale and we want to finish. So let's do that. I'm going to take a break, do a singy thing, be back in a second for episode 12. See you in a minute. Peace. Alright, welcome back. We're good to go for Girls und Panzer, the finale. Well, not Das Finale, but the finale, episode 12. Okay. We're good to go. We're facing up against the Mouse, which once again is a ridiculous name for the biggest tank ever made or whatever. Yeah, why would you name it after a tiny rodent? I don't know. I guess maybe it's like naming a 7'2", 350-pound guy tiny or something. It's just a joke. Germans and German humor. Come on. All right, let's watch the episode, see how we're going to deal with this monstrosity of a behemoth of a tank, or if we're just going to avoid it and go after the flag tank. I don't really know. It seems like if we let Kuromori Mine get all of their tanks into town, we're going to be in a really rough spot where we can just get surrounded and cornered in an urban setting when they have so many more tanks than we do. But Mio has shown her stuff in urban settings before, so we'll see. In any case, I've got the episode up. It's ready to go. Beep timer's coming at you now. Sha. Where did my conceal? Okay, there it is. All right, let's do it. No backing down. That's a big tank. Sorry, I think I'm gonna just, like, end up freaking out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? Oh, okay, so the team that we pulled out got bopped. That sucks. Okay, there goes my theory. What then? Risky yet precisely planned. All right, calculated risks. Well, that didn't work. Fucking Terminator. Cover does not exist. But if you can just go to smaller alleys than it can get through, you win, right? We're just wasting ammo, dude. Okay. Karma. Instant karma. Gotta love it. Okay, so we're gonna keep doing this retreat and fire thing, but it doesn't work. Yeah, we got a time limit, too. It is. Sure, where's its weakness? Tank data. Armor on top of armor. Oh, the turret? Does it have a bullet trap? That looked like a bullet trap. Does it have a bad design? In the front under the turret? I think it does. Yeah, look at that curve. Right under the turret. You see that curve underneath? Those get phased out. Yeah, because that will trap a shell, and that's a weak point. Okay. Can we go for it? Maybe. Let's go. Ramming speed. Is that what we're doing? Oh, we're gonna flip it? Oh my god, we're playing. Dude, it's like BattleBots. It's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Just flip it. Ding 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 ding. Oh, getting it to turn the turret. It can't turn the turret now. Oh, that's even better. Right, because it had problems with the building. It's stuck. It's fucked. Nope. Nope. I mean, you can try. Yeah, anything. Oh. Oh. Where are we aiming? Ah. Oh, did it work? Did it work? I think it worked. Big pog. Sorry, it's hot in here. I'm sweaty. Hey, yeah. Hey, learning from. Ah. Okay, secret weapon eliminated. We can do this. That was brilliant. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. A worthy sacrifice. Yeah. Well done. Well done. It's all up to you, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your part has been done. All right. Right. We need to get this into a 1v1 or as close to it as possible. Right, exactly. Yes. Okay. What's Leopold's rule? Faux shizzle. Okay. Okay. Which will we tell? Operation Dizzy Wonder. Yes, perfect. Oh. Haha. Ding. Oh no, the one being left behind was the student council. Okay. I thought that they were leaving. Oh. Okay, no, I'm so getting fucked over by this. Rabbit Team is still in it. The ones we saved are still in it. All right, narrow streets. Reducing their advantage, forcing them single file. Dizzy Wander. So are we going to keep shedding individual tanks as we go? That's the point. Up. Keep splitting. Keep splitting. All right. And we're managing the locations of everybody. Good. Oh. Haha. Not really hurting them, but giving them a little dink. Yes. They are pivotal in this strategy. Ha! Okay. Oh, back behind it, just like in the film that we saw. Alright, we're stuck. Oh. That did it. Alright, ignore the rest. Forward, forward. No matter what. Hello. Don't underestimate the Type 89, dude. It's been putting in work for a long time. Duck, yeah. Aw, they're just getting furious. Good shit, Rabbit. Are we gonna get trapped? Oh, good call. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, now they can face us. Never mind. It was a joke. I was joking. It's just joking. I was kidding, guys. Ah. Ah, get inside their range. Just go in fighting. Now Dempsey roll. Wow. Are we cliff baiting? Oh, oh. What? The flag coming out from the bottom? Wait a second. Wait. I just realized the flag always comes out from whichever part of the tank is sticking up. Oh, that's great. All right, we're getting close. We're thinning their ranks down. All right, Leopon is pivotal. Rabbit was already pivotal. They had to take out the Yag Tiger. Everyone is important, right? Because she's winning as a team. Versus her opponent, who's kind of not. Like, there are tools at their disposal, but not teamwork. Oh, that's why. Seal the entrance. Now we've got our 1v1. Oh my god, and we've got an arena for it. Fuck yes! Let's go! Alright. Thank you, thank you for barricading, Tiger. Yeah, even if they take you down. Ha ha ha. No, this is an honorable 1v1. Let's go. Tiger v Panzer. Big sibling versus little sibling. Whoa! Ah, we're just gonna circle each other. Oh, we went full CG even for Nishizumi there. Not gonna let you draw a bead. Yeah, we're continuously using the full CG model for her. That's cool. Alright, what's the plan, though? You gotta get her in your sights. Keep yourself out of hers. Ah, blocking the path. Alright, no more ring around the rosy. Whoa! That was dope. Crazy play. It's alright, Duck. It's alright. Yeah, hold on, Tiger. Oh my god. We haven't even fired a shot. Come on. Okay, so despair. Losing, closer and closer to defeat. So that we can have our one moment. Oh! Well done, Tiger. You served your purpose. And you're still serving it, because they can't get past you. Fine. Solid. That's all that matters. Yeah, just chill, guys. We're good. Okay, we're firing. Ooh! Ooh! Wow. It's like jousting with guns. Yeah. Equally matched. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Are we gonna do the samurai thing? We are. Oh boy. Alright, increase our attack speed. Alright, we're all gonna level up for this one secret move. Alright. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, one shot. So we're gonna do samurai v samurai. Hesitate. Erica on the way. Will their lack of teamwork cause them to fail? I wonder. Alright, here's our moment. Momo. Of course. Always. But this time. Meow. Ooh! Tankio drift! Reload. Faster. Ooh! Tracks have snapped. Ooh! Shit! Alright, same time firing. But, the smoke will clear and we won. We won it. You know we won it. Yep. Ba-boom! What's up? We are the champions. Fuck yeah. Save the school. What's up? Oh yeah. And Erica's gonna say something. And Nishizumi's gonna be like, I actually respect your style. Good job. Maybe there's more to Senshadow that I still don't understand yet. Or we're not gonna interact with the sister at all. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Aww. Everybody. Can she not get out of the tank? Yeah, with the support of your friends. Well done and thank you, yeah. Aw, Momo. Mhm. Mhm. Hmm. And now we have to do it again. Aw. Aw. Some sincerity. For getting me back into Senshado, eh? Aw. Ah. What? Soroko. I mean, you did make the promise, dude, but no, wait, she didn't actually. But nice. Of course. Uh, what? Mm. Shit's still going. Oh, now we get to talk to his sister. There we go. I'll see you next year. Ah, yeah. Respect. There we go. You love to see it. It's been part of Senshado since the start. Sportsmanship, baby. Yep, you got your own style and it worked. Validated. My Senshado? Yeah, there we go. Hey, predictable ain't a problem. Oh, that's what that flag is. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, and we are now recognized Senshado champions. Mama ain't happy about it, is she? No, she's not. Oh, yes, she is. Okay, good. Thank God. I approve. Is that is that it? I mean, there's gonna be stuff going on during this credit sequence, right? That's great. Yes. And they get to drive through with the victory flag. Yeah. So we get ourselves a little victory parade. Awesome. That's so cool. Okay, okay, okay. Hey. Everybody came out for this. Good. Grandma? Yeah. What? Hmm. And Fiend. Excellent. Excellent. Really lovely. Really lovely end to the episode. Okay, I want to see that shot of Grandma again. What the heck was that? Okay, we show everybody's families. And then there she is. She makes this motion. She says something. She points to her heart. Maybe she's saying I love you or like or something. I don't know. But then Grandma breaks out into like this little like step. Yeah. What? That's so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Okay, and she ends up waving and she's obsessed with boys. And she ends up waving at all the old dudes. That's great. Oh, wonderful little gags built into this. That's wonderful. Okay. Um I said it before. I said it a couple times during, but I think that this episode is predictable and there ain't no problem with that. There is nothing wrong with it at all because it comes down to execution and whether we feel like the execution was good. A lot of the weight of this episode, of the last two episodes, comes from repetition of certain scenarios, right? We show demonstrable changes to our characters, demonstrable improvement. We do essentially the same move that we did against Gloriana, but it is immediately apparent to us in every single way that our girls are much more skilled, much more fluid when they're doing it, and they pull it off perfectly, right? It's that calculated risk that we were talking about at the beginning of the episode. They pull it off, they make it happen, the calculated risk goes through, and just like the fight with Gloriana, they make the thing happen, but this time they win it hard, perfectly. Awesome, excellent, great. And then, of course, there's the repetition of the moment of decision and the determining, like, what kind of Sen Shadow Nishizumi actually wants to follow. And the answer is her own Sen Shadow, a Sen Shadow that is defined by her team winning together. And that's exactly what we get in this episode. Every tank that remains plays a part. In fact, every tank throughout has played a crucial role. Even the Anteater squad that got bopped by the first shot fired, essentially, took that shot for the flag tank. It was unlucky, but they still played a crucial role. The two tanks that disable the mouse, critical role, right? Critical role. But they do. They play a crucial role. Each team has a part to play. From rabbit to duck, regardless of what the skills of their tank are or what the value of their tank is. Like the 89 is fast and maneuverable, and it sows chaos and runs around throughout the others' ranks and baits them this way and that and fucks with them, and it's perfect. Every tank has value, even if they can't shoot down the other tanks. They have value, and they can be used for something. I love the like battle bots sequence. I'm saying battle bots because there used to be there's like there are robot competitions, right? You build a robot and then you fight against other people's built robots in an arena, and there are a number of different like styles and strategies that are repeated frequently. Whether like hammers are a major strategy thing, like heavy object that comes down and just crushes the opponent is a major strategy. But one of the big ones that is like ever present is some kind of a flipper, right? Something either like a sheet that gets underneath the treads or the wheels or whatever of the enemy bot and just flips it onto its back. Because if the enemy robot maker hasn't figured out a way to fix that, a way to flip their robot back onto its back, if it doesn't have like a top leaning tool, like a hammer or something that it can use to, if it's flipped on its back, to leverage itself back up, it's over. You win, right? Or you can flip it over and expose the more vulnerable underside and then bash it with your hammer thing or whatever, right? That's exactly what they do here. They use the front of their tank to flip up the mouse, use another one to hold its gun turret in position, and use that to create the opportunity. It's got a flaw in it. You know, it's got a flaw in its design, which is if the turret is sideways, there's a weak point. Now, I was actually wrong about what I thought was the flaw. So let's take a look at what I was thinking, which was the idea of a bullet trap, which I read about. I think it was on one of the Panzers. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was the Renault. Was it the Renault B1 Bis? Let me see. Yeah, okay. I'll save this image and try and, here. This is that's the Tiger. And then the original Panzer design also has it, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, so editing me will edit these in, but when I was reading up about the Panzers earlier on in the series, one of the things that I read up on was shot traps, the idea of a shot trap, which is a flaw in the design of a tank, or of any armored thing, right? It's a location where a shell might strike and not penetrate the armor, but it might ricochet, hit a weaker portion, and actually cause penetration or damage, right? So the situation that we have here is the turret of the mouse is curved underneath like this, right? And that immediately struck a note in my head because I had seen pictures of the original Tiger II production turret, or the early turret, and it's got that same kind of curved underside to the turret, and that was changed for the actual later production of the turret design because it ended up being a shot trap that would deflect shells into the chamber where the fucking, like, where the crew is, which is a bit of a problem. If you're trying to be, an armored vehicle where the people inside don't die and the engine isn't destroyed and such. So that's what I was thinking was the flaw, that when we focused on this moment, we were seeing the weak points here, and then the possibility that we could aim a shot into this section and get a ricochet going and make something happen down there. What we ended up doing was probably more clever and more interesting and more fun visually and more like teamwork oriented. So I ain't going to say that I have a problem with it because I don't. It's a cool strat and it works out really, really interestingly, It's also just really neat to see it happen and start putting the pieces together as they go for ramming speed, and eventually they bring the turret down. It's like, oh, that's what they're doing. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's awesome. Just take them out of commission completely and then get another tank to drive up on top. Freaking awesome. Just screw them over. Hey, and like the tank is powerful, right? It's got a big engine. It's got that big fuel tank on the back, I assume. It's big. It's powerful. But we saw something earlier, right? The engine that drives the turret, or whatever power drives the turret, isn't that strong. It's strong enough, but it doesn't have a lot of torque specifically, right? It can maneuver the turret fast enough, and it can rotate on its bearings, whatever it's sitting on. But if there's any extra pressure there, it's not spec'd for that. It's not built for that. Anything else there, it's a problem. That brick wall that it hit the edge of, right? It couldn't torque its way through. It had to remaneuver. And so we figure it out, right? We put a ton of steel next to the turret in the right place. It ain't going nowhere. It's not moving. Especially if that ton of steel is physically fighting against it using the friction that it can gain on its own surface. It's screwed. It's screwed. So, perfect. Now, the other thing that I saw when I was looking up the mouse, and I didn't focus on it, but it came up, was like one of the major design challenges was figuring out how to get the engine to actually power the thing, because it's such a big fucking tank. We had like how do you get a big enough engine to actually propel it? I don't know. So let me see. Okay, yeah, there were some problems with getting the engine to actually power the thing, but nothing specific about the turret or anything like that. It's just a cool strat. It's just a really cool strat. And then we find the opening, fire into it, boom, we did it. Mouse taken down. Lovely. Gotta love it. And away we go. So, everybody getting together, everybody communicating. We gotta win this as a team, and that's exactly what we do. We bait them down a variety of alleys. We split our forces over and over, forcing them to split up in turn. And we use our more maneuverable tanks to harry them from all sides. And even our least powerful tanks still manage to bring a couple of takedowns, especially Rabbit Team. They did real good. Finally shooting them in that location. I guess they said that's where they're disposing of the shells. I don't know. I guess it's just a weak spot in the armor. It's cool. Anyway, maneuverability. Fuck yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love the maneuverability. Super neat. And then there's the flippy dippy with the big boy. Right? We gotta keep the oh, this is so nice. So we get multiple instances of this character who's been super quiet, just having really good instincts, right? And this is the other one. Call for the stop. Trust in the call. Pull back before we can take the shot. Woof. Just skims the front. Very close. So we pull away. Very cool. Very cool. And then we do our flippy dippy. We get close enough to them to prevent them from actually firing on us because they don't have any close range ordnance. They don't have a machine gun, don't have a small gun. And then we also obscure their line of sight so that we can let them drive into a wash, drive off the cliff. Click. I love this cut where it just hits and then topples. And the metal just snaps. Crack. Clunk. Punk. And then this is the moment where I realize that the flags don't make any sense. The flags just happen to be able to appear from wherever on the tank ends up pointing straight up. So there are flags on the bottom, flags on the front, flags on the back, flags on the top, flags on both sides. Sure there are. All right. Sure there are. That's okay. But we sacrifice ourselves and it's perfect. And that's sort of the cycle that we go through. One of our smaller number of tanks trading up, right? 1 for 2 or 1 for 3. And bringing the odds closer into our favor. All right, Tiger is the linchpin of our strategy, literally the linchpin to hold the line and prevent interruptions, which lets us have our fated 1v1 as expected, which is wonderful. So we use our heavily armored Tiger, block everything off, and we do our setup. This is the mission. This is the fight, and I love it. It's so cool. The whole thing is really neat. So, use of the fully CG Nishizumi makes tons of sense because we've got a lot of dynamic shots and it's just a hell to try and draw her in, and it doesn't really matter when we're this wide. Boom, 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 location, location, location. I really like this wipe. No, wait, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Dink and then flip. Yeah. I like that a lot. And this whole chase is really cool. And then it becomes strategy, the high explosive shells, cutting off locations, and they keep coming so close. It's very much like jousting. Like they ride past each other and fire a shot, you know, break their lance, and onward they go, and again and again. All right, so the Tiger's taking a beating, Duck Team's taking a beating, everybody's taking a beating. We're getting trashed, but we're doing what we need to. We're holding out for this last moment, which is just building up the tension, building up the pressure. More and more on Nishizumi's shoulders, more and more and more and more. It all comes down to her, and everybody is watching. All eyes on her. Then we enter into our first-person POV, and we hold it, or tank-person POV, and we hold it for so long. It's so much fun watching them like dart in and out of these buildings. It really feels like you're part of the strategy of this game. It feels more like chess than anything else, and it's just fun to have like things coming at you so quickly, and it's raucous and amazing. Really enjoyable. Goosh, boof. And judicious use of big wide CG sweeping shots to give us the feel of the whole fight. It's wonderful. Amp up the tension by bringing in the other characters. And then there's this sequence where essentially we've got our whole sports team saying like, I'll do my new special move. I'll level up just for this. And that's exactly what they do. It's a move that requires everybody to be in sync, right? Everybody has to pull their shit off exactly. They've got to figure out everything. They gotta have their comms in order. They've got to have the goal in order. They've got to reload faster than the enemy team, right? So that we can fire a shot as we pull in and fire a shot as we pull around. We got to try shooting on the move, right? But it would be better if we could fire stationary. We're communicating. We're figuring it out. Getting it all going. So we face off. And Erica is just sort of screaming in the background. Jeez. I kind of half expected that Erica would come in and somehow fuck over her team. To even further demonstrate the gap in teamwork, but we didn't need to do that. Instead, it's just Nishizumi versus Nishizumi, and that's what matters. So we go in for it. We go in for the skid, the Tankio drift, if you will, and as expected, our treads shatter. As we pull around too tight, the treads shatter, but we've got the momentum we need. We hold it, we pull it. Wow, that shot is so much fun. As we pull in closer, get tenser, tenser, tenser. And then the explosion occurs, and we're left to wonder and wonder and wonder, and we drag it out as long as we can, but we know. But we know. We see it on Nishizumi's face. Acceptance of defeat. And victory for our girls. And it's just as good and heartwarming as we expect. Everybody's in on it. Everybody's happy. Everybody's supporting Nishizumi. We couldn't have done it without her. Gratitude from the student council. Gratitude from everybody else. Gratitude in turn from Nishizumi toward the student council. We beat a tiger with a panzer, which is exactly what we did in the course of the show, right? Tiger's the big brother tank to the panzer. It's the big sibling. Little sibling just grew up and beat the big sibling. Fuck yeah. Showing that we can do it. Awesome. And we delete the absences. Aww, it's so cute. And of course, we have our one moment to talk to our sister, and it turns into pure respect. You completely defeated me. And then I thought this was going to be tease for later. Mom's still against you and going to bring things against you. But no, she is reluctant about it, right? This is like, well, all right, I'll give it to you. You fucking won it. You proved me wrong. There are other styles that are valid within Sen Shadow. All right, sure. And Nishizumi hasn't changed all that much. She's still a nervous goober and still lovable. So you get to see all the tanks go through town, parading their victory flag, everybody supporting them, the little shots of all of our important characters. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap, guys. I think that's a perfect wrap. I think it does it perfectly. We did exactly what we needed to do for our main character, for our team, for all of our teams, for our crew. Excellent. Great. Awesome tank fights. Great CG. Solid animation. Really good sound design. Cool story. Fun times. Super enjoyable and entertaining all the way through. Never lost focus. Never lost attention. Never got bored. Whole show is amazing. This is how do I say this? This is an average show executed extraordinarily well. That's what I think of it. I think that there is nothing super terribly special about the particulars of the characters or the nature of the competition or anything like that, right? Our characters could be in many other different types of cute girls doing cute things or sports competition-y type of shows and do fine, right? They're not the most special characters in the world. Nishizumi is a pretty generic MC. They all have a bit of a layer of depth to them, just a little bit, that's added in. But that's to be expected from an average or better show, right? That our characters are more than cardboard cutouts. There's nothing super ultra special about that. But, every element is executed to a T. When it comes to conveying who these characters are to the audience, it's done perfectly and concisely and well. When it comes to making us feel the tension of competition, it's done perfectly. When it comes to pacing and making sure that we don't get bored, it's done excellently. When it comes to balancing drama, what little drama there is, and humor, it's done excellently. When it comes to creating moments during competition that make you feel like you're inside the tanks, that make you really want to root for your characters, it's done excellently. Everything is executed really, really well, and that makes this show a lot more than the sum of its parts. Because on its surface, you would maybe think about this show the way that I kind of thought about this show before watching it, which is, oh, it seems like a generic cute girls doing cute things that sort of fits that like military moe, military otaku type of aesthetic. Probably not for me. The truth is, knowing nothing about tanks, caring about nothing about tanks, not playing any tank games or really giving a shit, this show made me care about these characters, made me care about the tanks, and it just made it fun. It made a hobby that I don't have any personal interest in, or an otaku section of fandom that I don't have any personal interest in, and made it fucking interesting. That's cool. In a way that doesn't require me to actually have any innate interest in tanks. That's cool. That's super cool, right? In the same way that like a really good sports anime can make you care about a sport that you do not care about. That's cool. It's a neat thing. It means that there's more going on than the sum of its parts. I would say that Girls und Panzer is not just a cute girls doing cute things show or just a sportsy show. It's just a really good show. It's just really good. I like it a lot. A lot. It's a really, really good modern show. Simple, straightforward, nothing too fancy about it, but executed really well. And I think it's a testament to the idea that you don't have to be crazy with your shows. You don't have to go off the wall, whether it's an adaptation or what. Like, you don't have to be insane. You don't have to break new ground every episode or anything. What you have to do is execute well. If you can do that while breaking new ground, while creating something that nobody's ever seen before that's super duper impressive, awesome. But if you can just execute well and create a show that's worth watching, great. More power to you. Fuck yeah. Alright, well, thus ends Girls und Panzer, at least the original run. We are, yes, going to watch the movies, and yes, going to watch the OVAs. For now, however, we're going to call it quits and finish up for the day. So, this is the end of Girls und Panzer main series. Awesome. We've got the Anzio OVA, which is a longer one, I think. The 6 mini OVAs, and then some movies. Oh boy, got a good number of weeks of tanky stuff to still do. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Tanky Time. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch the next thing on the docket, which I think is the Anzio OVA. In any case, I'll see you there. Peace.